I really do want to get married. I really believe in love, guys. But I'm 25, and this is when I thought I was going to be married, and I'm not. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tara. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit on that red subscribe button and put on your notification bell so you're notified every single time I post a new video. You want to be part of this family, this community of mine that is growing steadily. Okay, please join my family by subscribing. In today's video, I am going to be talking about a tweet that I saw. I think it went a little bit viral, kind of trending. Also, popular American YouTuber Brittany Lee made a video that sort of stemmed from that tweet. So I'm going to go ahead and also talk about the tweet because I could definitely relate with it as well. So guys, without wasting further ado, let's just get into the video. So I'm going to start off by reading the tweet and then we're going to move further from them. So the tweet says, I think the reason why I'm so disappointed in myself is because I created this perfect plan for my life, i.e. working my dream job, married at 25, buy a house, kids at 25, and live happily ever after. And not one of those things I can tick off my list at the current age of 27. Okay. I can so relate to this tweet. Like, reading it the first time, it felt like this person was writing about me, and then reading it out again, I am having the same feeling that I did have then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tweet line by line, or sentence by sentence, phrase by phrase. Okay, so the first part says, I think the reason why I'm so disappointed in myself is because I created this perfect plan for my life. Now guys, I'm going to first of all start by saying that I'm still a work in progress, okay? I'm still working on myself. Every day I discover things about myself that I'm like, okay, girl. But then again, I'm human, and this particular line I definitely can relate to. Why? Because I also think I'm on this table. I think I've kind of created the perfect picture, the perfect plan, you know, for my life. And so I feel like I have to go ahead to work my life around that plan that I've already pictured and created and drafted out for myself. But I'm going to like to dispute one thing now though, that there is no such thing as a perfect plan. Believe me when I say I'm actually still working on myself, yeah? And one of the steps that has brought me to the realization of the fact that there's nothing such as a perfect plan are, well, I think a couple reasons, and I'm going to just mention them. Aside from the fact that I am a Christian and the only person that really knows what is going to happen to me today, tomorrow, next year is God. And the best thing I can do as such is put my faith and my trust in Him and walk with Him according to that plan for my life. So work gradually, like it's a work in progress, it's a work of faith. I'm not trying to preach or anything, but like I said, there are a couple of reasons why I've come to discover that there's no such thing as a perfect plan, especially when you're the one that has created that plan for yourself. Aside from being a Christian also, I've come to surround myself with family and friends that love me, care about me, and also people that are going through the same thing that I'm going through. Guys, there's no such thing as a perfect plan. When you plan today, you'll be so surprised at what life is going to bring the next day. I mean, there's no harm in planning. You have to plan, of course, but then thinking that plan is the perfect blueprint for how your life is going to go is such a mistake that a lot of us young people make these days. I just wanted to dispute that and put that out there, that there's no such thing as a perfect plan. Another thing that I've come to realize is that creating a perfect plan that I already disputed, I don't actually think exists, definitely is you creating a box of pressure, like a box filled with pressure, and then dipping yourself inside it. Because then you're working, you know, part-time. You can't stop to enjoy, to take certain things in, you know, stop to even have time for the people that you care about, because your mindset is just, you know, focused towards getting that particular picture come to actualization. You know what it essentially does is that it rips you off the present, and as such you can't enjoy the things that are in the present. Before you know, the perfect plan, which I already said doesn't exist, is out the window, and you realize you've wasted years and months and years working towards a plan that was never perfect in the first place. So yeah, when I saw this tweet, I really could relate, because I'm currently 25 years old, by the way, and trust me, I'm not going to lie if I say that this is actually where I pictured my life. But then again, I've learned to look back and, think about certain things that I didn't have 2 years ago, certain things that I was not doing 2 years ago. That has been the way I've been able to bring myself to appreciate the moments in which I am, and to also focus on the fact that if I am where I wasn't 2 years ago, then there's just the highest probability, coupled with, God, friends, family, there's the highest probability that I'm also going to find myself in the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years in places that I only dreamed and thought of when I was a little girl. So moving forward, she gave like examples of why that was the perfect plan for her, i.e. working a dream job, married at 24. You know what? Let me just go back to working my dream job. My dream job, when I was growing up, so to say, up until university days, and I actually already started it. My dream job then was to be a media personality. So basically what I'm doing now, but then wider. Media personality, like a known face in TV, radio. I am currently not even close to anymore. In fact, I think I was probably close at some point 2-3 years ago, but right now I can't say I even know what my dream job is anymore. Aside from the fact that in the moment I'm creating content, and I absolutely enjoy who I am when I'm creating content, when I'm talking to the camera. Camera has become my safe space, my safe haven. When I sit down in front of this camera, all glammed up, sitting to talk to you guys, not even glammed up, I feel like myself. And so I've come to realize that picture that I created, like I was saying earlier on, there's no such thing as a perfect picture. That picture that I was creating has kind of deviated, that shifted, because right now my dream job is to be one of the biggest YouTubers that has come out of Nigeria and Africa as a whole. I know I'm just barely close to 500 subscribers, but trust me guys, I'm going to get it. And aside from even my dream job now being content creation and me wanting to expand, I've come to discover that I'm putting too much pressure on myself when it comes to this YouTube and content creation life. Just last week, I wanted to quit. I said, you know what, YouTube is not for me. My YouTube channel is not even growing. It hasn't grown in months, and I don't know what's happening. I've done researches, I've taken courses. I just got tired. Even my friends could notice, and sometimes when I say I'm not feeling fine, some of my close friends know that I don't mean feeling fine like an ailment, more like a mental kind of thing. Like my mental state is not feeling fine, and as such is reflecting and projecting onto my physical state. So yeah, your dream job can change. I think that's where I'm going to. And even when it doesn't change, just trust me and know that your dream job itself might not even go as you've pictured it or as you've planned. You can get frustrated. There's this thing about saying, do what you enjoy, because then you don't have to work a day in your life. Guys, trust me, there are even days when the thing you enjoy doing, i.e. your dream job, will frustrate you to the point that you want to quit and you don't want to even do anything anymore. This was me a couple of months ago. I was just frustrated with every single thing. And then she also said she thought she'd be married at 24. Guys, I actually thought I'll be married at 25. No jokes here. And right now, I'm 25 years old. I turned 25 in July, a couple of months ago. And I'm just going to say it because I want this video to be as sincere and as genuine as possible. I'm 25 right now, guys. I'm not married and I'm not even close, at least for what I know. Only God knows if I'm close or not. But from my own picture, from what I can see, from what I can perceive, I'm not even close to being married. And aside from even the fact that I want to be married, like she arranged this thing, a dream job, that was what I wanted to be in place first. Because I've pictured I'm going to at least be comfortable, just be able to take care of myself and an extra person. Because I believe that, this married thing is a partnership. So me being able to take care of myself and take care of an extra person means I'm set. I can barely sometimes take care of myself. I have to call up my parents and ask for help from time to time. which I'm absolutely also grateful for, because I know that that's a privilege a lot of people don't have anymore as a result of different situations and circumstances. Another thing I've discovered is thinking back to my exes. Trust me, now the person that I am, the person that I'm working on now, the person that I'm becoming right now, the woman that I'm becoming, would be miserable in a marriage with any of my exes. If I had married any of my exes 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I think I'm going to be done for, because those relationships had a lot of toxic traits in them. I don't know what would have become of me if I'd married any one of them. I really do want to get married. I really believe in love, guys. But I'm 25, and this is when I thought I was going to be married, and I'm not. For people that are in this particular shoes with me, you know what? I think you should just take it easy on yourself. Think about the relationships you were. Think about why those relationships are not still. Or even if you're in those relationships, think about why you have not yet proceeded from being just boyfriend, girlfriend to fiancé or husband and wife. Think about it well. And you would actually see that it's for the best. Because when something is not just ready, it's not ready. A lot of us are not married to our exes because God just saw it fit, or one greater power, stopped us from getting into everlasting damnation. Another thing that has also helped me is I take breaks away from social media. The number one place where you get to have contacts such as, see other people's lives, see how other people are living their lives. Take a break. I took a break from social media, I think last year, for almost 2 months. At a stretch. I know that's small compared to how long some other people can go, but considering the fact that I'm a content creator and me taking time, 2 months at a stretch away from social media, and it did me a lot of good, because late last year I was no longer 24. Now it was me thinking about looking towards 25 and looking at the plans I had for my life that I thought I would already be in those plans by the time I was 25. So I had to cut off myself from social media, cut off myself from people whose conversations only dimmed around talking about, I'm not talking like in an LD way, talking about, oh, this person's achievement, oh, this is what this person did, this is what that person did. I don't know wherever it is that you're watching this video, wherever you are, you watching this video, I just want you to take it easy on yourself. This tweet, like I said, this is still my reality from time to time. Me saying this in front of the camera now doesn't mean that I've overcome all of my fears when it comes to the pressure that I put on myself to have a certain kind of life at a certain age or in a particular period of time. I'm still working on myself. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm a work in progress. But I've worked on myself so much that I have like safety nets in place of, writing things down. Yes, that's something. You can write things down, write the things that you've achieved that you even didn't think you could have achieved. When I think about where I am now, guys, I am actually grateful. The things I've achieved on my own now, I wouldn't have with any ex 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I know people say, oh, you don't know the future, but I'm using that scenario right there and then to describe how miserable I would have felt if I had, gone on some sort of long-term commitment, marriage with that person. So yeah, just take it easy on yourself. And also, you've got to realize that there was a reason those relationships have not evolved into something lasting. And another thing, again, is social media is not just the only point of pressure for people our age these days when it comes to, getting married, getting dream jobs, or getting very good jobs, basically having a stable life or a stable living. Social media is not just the only form of pressure. Pressure also comes from people that you least expect, such as family and friends. Your parents could be the one pressuring you. See, if you're in that situation, it depends on how close you are and how good you are with your parents. If you're close to your parents like I am, you sit them down and you let them know this is the situation of things. I want this thing for myself as well. If you don't want it, find a way to also let them know. But if you want it, let them know. Mom, Dad, I want this thing. But you have to hold on. What I told my mom, I'm going to give you a sincere, I told you I want this video to be as sincere and genuine as possible. I told my mom, I said, Mom, you brought me up to believe that God's time is the best. And I actually believe it a lot. I believe it to a very large extent. Then she also said she wanted kids at 25. Oh, because she was planning to get married at 24. She also said live happily ever after. Who says you can't live happily ever after without being married? I'm sorry, don't quote me wrong. I want to get married. I do want to get married. I already mentioned this specifically, that I do want to get married. I'm a romantic at heart. Okay, I want a husband. I want children. You know? But who says you can't live happily ever after without these things? I think that is actually where this whole pressure stems from. This is where the whole pressure gets elevated. Because that plan, that perfect plan that I already said doesn't exist, by the way, that perfect plan you've drafted out for yourself involves these many things, you know, and limiting yourself at age 24, age 25, 26, 23. And then when you've not done those things, because you've attached achieving those things to having a happily ever after life, and then it suddenly seems like you can no longer live happily ever after. Another thing I've come to realize is if I'm putting so much pressure on myself to do certain things by certain age or at certain points in time, if I'm married, if I've bought a house by 25, if I've had children by, what else do I want to do? I've done everything. Do I now want to live a boring life from 35 to 40? Or from 40 to 50? So people that are 40 years old, 50 years old, they shouldn't live lives again, especially if they happen to not have achieved most of these things that we young people have listed out for ourselves to achieve by 25. See, nobody says you can't live happily ever after without being married. There's no rule. There's no rule that literally says it. Even the Bible. If you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, the Bible, the Quran, I don't think anywhere in the Bible or the Quran says if you're not married by a certain age, you cannot be happy or you cannot live a fulfilled life. If those are the things you want, trust me, you're going to get them. But I'm just still pointing out a fact that you have to learn to love the moments, you know, love the things that are currently working for you, love where you are, appreciate how far you've come. She said, and not one of these things I can tick off my list at the current age of 27. And then she puts this fake smiley thing. When I read this, guys, I'm just going to go back to it. Let me tell you quickly how I felt. I felt my heart racing, almost as though I was going to have an anxiety or a panic attack, because I could relate to every single thing she has written. Maybe our timelines are different. For example, she wanted to get married at 24. Mine is 25. I mean, a year is something. Our timelines might be different. But everything she wrote down, and even more, are the things that I've, you know, planned out for myself and put so much pressure on myself to achieve. See, guys, ambition sometimes can be a very bad thing. And I count myself as a very ambitious person, okay? So sometimes you have to learn when to step on the brakes of ambition, of pressure. Stop pressurizing yourself. So yeah, guys, that's it for this tweet. I just saw the tweets. It really I don't know if the word to use is affect, but yeah, let's say it affected me. It made me remember certain things. It made me also remember how far I've come. I've worked on myself so much, and I'm also trying as much as possible to surround myself. That's very important, guys. When you surround yourself with more people that would rather, you know, lift you up when you fall down, rather than surrounding yourself with people that will beat you down or push you down or even add to your pressure, it makes all of the difference. It makes all of the difference. Because I remember there are times when I've called my mom to cry. This is not how I want my life to go. And she's just saying, I should just be patient. I should calm down. God is doing, of course, she's an African mom. So she goes ahead to pray and pray. God loves you. It is well. And then she prays and prays again, which I really do appreciate. But anyway, the whole point of that is she has come to realize now that these things that she wants for me, a lot of them I want for myself as well. But I'm not going to pressurize myself into getting them. Because when I do that, I'm going to do it wrongly. And when I do it wrongly, it's going to become another old problem that I have to find a solution to. I'm really happy that I saw this tweet, because I've been wanting to do a video for the longest of time now about, you know, pressure, peer pressure, social media pressure, family pressure, self pressure, pressure everywhere. I'm I'm not the best motivational speaker, but I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you're able to take 1 or 2 things away from this. Just think well. You are definitely most likely not where you were 2 or 3 years ago. And some of the things that you thought would have happened 2 or 3 years ago, if you think well about it, you'll most likely be glad that it did not happen. In my case, I'm so glad a lot of things has not happened yet. Because when they actually now do happen, it's going to be amazing. Amazing. And I'm going to enjoy every single second of those moments. I know we always hear this, keep on working on yourself and blah blah blah, everything they say, but it is true. And keep working on yourself does not also mean putting pressure on yourself to work. By working, I mean learn to love yourself. Take yourself out. Yes, even if it is just for ice cream, even if it is to the movies. I didn't used to do this before, but now I can do this. Have like a self-date night at home. Get popcorn, get wine, put on a movie, watch. Even if you don't go out, these are things you can do indoors within the comfort of yourself. Plan hangouts with your friends. Like I have a couple of vlogs where I go out for lunch dates, dinner dates with my friends, female friends, even male friends as well. Stop pressurizing yourself. Just realize that if you can keep working to ensure that you're happy. See, when you master the act of being happy, it is finished for pressure. It is finished for the devil. Like we say here in Africa, it's definitely finished. As well as with people that you love around you, people that are not going to push you to do things that you do not want to do. Trust me, that's it. That's what this life is about. Just be happy. Learn to be happy. Which I am. Okay guys, that's it for this video. I think I'm forgetting some things, but if you remember anything, or if you've been in situations where you've been pressurized to do certain things and it resulted in wasting your time or putting you in deeper trouble than you were even in before you got into those things, please do share in the comment section, and let's learn from one another. If there are older people watching these videos, please let us know. This is another thing. I think older people don't tell us enough. They don't tell us of the things they've been pressured to do by their own parents, by their own friends during their own time, that has resulted in difficult situations in current times for them. So please, if you're an older person watching this video and you've been pressurized to do things that you shouldn't have, and you maybe regret it now, even if you've walked past that phase, please do let us know in the comment section. I'm very sure that there will be a lot of people that want to hear from you. Please share this video to your friend, guys. Share it to WhatsApp groups. Yes, let WhatsApp moms, even if my mom, even if it's going to get to why, I'm still going to call her and tell her. Share it to social media as well. Wherever you feel pressure is coming from, share it there. And if you're the one putting pressure on yourself, because some people are just doing their thing on Instagram. They don't want to pressure anybody. Some people, that's their aim. But some people are just doing their thing. They just want to share their memories, share their moments with the rest of the world, which is fine. It is now up to you not to take those things to heart, especially if those are the things you want for yourself at some point in time. Just take it easy on yourself, okay, and keep going. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, which I really think you should have. I'm going to share more videos like this because this topic is inexhaustive. We can't exhaust this topic and related things. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please subscribe to my channel and put on your notification bell so you're notified every single time that I post a video. I'm really glad if you stayed to the end of this video. I appreciate you watching. It means the world to me. Thank you so much, guys. I will catch you all in my next one. Bye.